All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Monday. We're starting off a new week. We're going to get it started off on a positive vibe. That's what we're doing over here, bringing the joy vitamin from Bodhi to me. I pass it on to you so you can give it to somebody else. That's how we're starting off this week and how we're going to be starting off every week. And hopefully sprinkling it in every day. Okay, because we're coming at you daily, DeanBodi, because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. Remember, DeanBodi.com, we got the website. Head on over. We got the links on there. One will get you to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. And the other link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Man, we got the teasers on there we do earlier in the day. Bodhi's in all the teasers. And you see me flash her picture up on the longer podcast, show podcast. She's always there, whether picture or live. So today I'm making a little bit of an announcement. But before I do that, who's the good girl? Good girl Bodhi, good girl Bodhi. She's the best girl in the world, oh yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, the Bodhi hotline, the Bodhi fun line. Call the Bodhi line. She's waiting for you. Leave your name on there, where you're from. Your first name is fine. Where you're from is good. So we know, we give your area and you a shout out on the DeanBodi Show. How cool is that? Hey, that's how we roll. Do a little zippity-doo-dah. Do a little sing-along. Hey, what's something troubling you? You want to throw it out there? We'll give you our 2 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents worth. That's how we roll over here. We're going through it too, believe me. Whatever you're going through, we're going through it, or we've gone through it over here. Hey, and we're happy to share. We're transparent over here. We love the rough edges on everybody. We embrace the rough edges. So, peel off a few layers. Share some rough edges. We'll go through this together, okay? So, man, what I decided to do now that we're over 150 episodes in a row on the YouTube channel and in the 140s on the podcast. We started the videos a little bit earlier. So what we decided to do is we're going to be doing away with the teaser episodes. I'm starting to realize that when you put the titles and you put your description in the videos, and it's not really kind of matching up because I don't really talk about the in-depth topic or whatever I'm doing in the teaser. It's a real short zippity-doo-dah. It's fun. Bodhi's in there, but Bodhi's still in there anyway. I got the picture for her. Sometimes she's in the background, depending on where she's located. And that's how we're going to roll. So I can get it a little bit more organized. We're going to be doing the full show, podcast show on a daily. We're coming at you daily anyway. It's not going to be 2 times daily. So moving forward, after over 150 something in a row, and I'm watching other things and how I'm putting this thing down on YouTube and trying to match them up and things, it just seems to make more sense as I make it a little more concise, a little more organized. It'll be a little bit more focused, and we're trying to bring you a better show. So, no problem. We're coming at you daily anyway. I don't know who else is doing daily like we're coming at you, unless they're doing some kind of news channel, talking about COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic, 17 times a day. Oh, wow. Well, look who's doing this over there. Now you got to wear a mask over here. Now 6 feet apart is not far enough. Well, now we got to go. Who knows how far apart we got to go now? Always something. CDC, thanks a lot. Throw another wrench in there as restaurants and bars are trying to open up, get their lives back in order, and you want to throw a wrench in there about the masks and 6 feet apart is not enough now. You know, listen, don't bathe in all this COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic. Somehow it's going to get all worked out very, very soon. Hey, in the meantime, you take care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else. In the meantime, keep your immune system strong. So when the monsters come around, whether it's flu season, allergy season, or COVID schmovid season, your body will fight it off. Why? Because all those things I just mentioned don't like strong immune systems. It scares them. They're not going to bother you. That's why you got to do that. We're going to be talking about the anxiety formula today. Fasten your seatbelt. Get ready because we're going to review this. And usually when I do this, speaking of being transparent, means I'm going through anxiety right now at a super high level. That means that I go through it on a daily basis. That means I'm here to share my experiences dealing with it at a high level, I don't know, over 25 years. Depersonalization, derealization, these are categories of anxiety and branches of the anxiety tree, as we say it. And It's not fun. My heart goes out to the people that are going through that or just starting off with it. Everybody's a little different. The length of the process is a little bit different. It depends on how you take care of yourself. It could depend on, I don't know, how your stress level is, how your health is, medication lists, different things like that, stress in your life. Are you not exercising? Do you not have the food dialed in? So let's do a review, because this kind of is something I came up with, the Anxiety 6 rule, or the mnemonic, or you can call it an acronym, however you want to call it. Mnemonic is more like a rhyme you come up with, but the acronym is more like, letters that give you the words that attach to each letter, so you can just remember it easier. And you want to come up with the kind of a weird one, as I learned in college. The stranger it is, the easier you remember it. So it doesn't have to make perfect sense, or you can sing it or hum it or whatever. But I came up with the Anxiety 6, or F-GLEDS, meaning F-GLEDS, and I'll share those with you in just a second. And it's really F-GLEDS plus 2, okay? So this is helping me as much as hopefully it's helping you. So when I start talking to you like this, or I'm sharing my stuff with you, I'm going through it. As we're doing this video, it's happening, okay? And you push yourself through these things, as uncomfortable as it is. Because one of the things is getting out of your comfort zone, which I'll mention in a second. Every time I do one of these videos, I'm out of my comfort zone. Sometimes I get done with the video, I don't even remember what I did. I just kind of fly through it, because we flip the mic over here. We go A to Z and we put it in the can. There's no editing on DeanBodi Show. We get it, we set it up, we set it and forget it. That's what we do. Like Ron Popeil when he had that roasting chicken machine, set it and forget it. I never bought one of those, by the way, but he had some cool inventions. He had the pocket fisherman. He had the set it and forget it rotisserie chicken maker. But the people that I know that bought that machine said it was a real pain that you know what to clean. So there you go. It probably made a great chicken. Then you got to take it apart and you got to scrub all the parts, and it's got big gears on it and all this stuff. But man, this guy knows how to sell some stuff, and he had some other crazy things. One thing that pushes the water and flushes your toilet. It was like a fancy schmancy plunger. Pretty cool, because I've unclogged a few toilets myself by taking my hand in there and waving it around like a tail on a fish and pushing the water up. That's the philosophy. So he must have stuck his hand in a few toilets to come up with that idea, I bet. Oh, yeah. Hey, Millie. Yeah. Is you what he said about the Ron Popeil who invented the pocket? Yeah, I know what he invented. That crazy toilet flusher. When you stick your hand in there and move it around, it does the same thing. So I bet you that's how he came up with it. I'm still going to use my hand, I think. That being said, let's review the Anxiety 6 formula. Let's go over the F-GLEDS acronym. How about that? So, we're going to take one at a time. And hey, let's go for a little ride here. And know that whatever you're going through, whatever high level the anxiety is, if you're going through depersonalization, derealization, which is that dream state, that fogginess that sticks with you 24/7, I had that for probably over 3 years, every single day, 24/7. I thought it was going to be there for life. Terrifying. But now, what I've been practicing and doing what I do now, and I'm 56 years old now, so I think about 25 years ago when it latched onto me, it was going back to like 1994 is when I got rocked. And every test under the sun, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. MRIs of the brain, they found nothing inside. All kidding aside, they found nothing with things like that. Eye, ear, nose, and throat specialists, different medications, different this, different that. Everybody with all their little 2 cents, nothing. I was doing applied kinesiology, chiropractic care. I was trying to find some way to take the stress off my nervous system, exercising, all of this. But I could have led a much cleaner life. I went through a cleansing process with a clinic, and they put me on a special diet, and I almost turned into dust. I lost so much weight to cleanse it out, and glucose tolerance tests, and all. Name it, I did it. Oh, yeah, but you didn't try this and that. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, but he didn't put you on Prozac and some kind of mood stabilizer. Maybe that. Yes, I was. Oh, well, he didn't try to look for something with the MRI and make sure there was no. Yes, he did. Oh, he didn't go to that specialist, eye, ear, nose, and throat, so he can look in your ear and see if there's any semicircular canal problem or inner ear infection. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, he did. All of it. The Xanax, the Ativan, name it, I tried it. Natural antidepressant, all of these things, and it still was hanging on to me like nothing. Why? Because the fight or flight mechanism was stuck like a cogwheel. The fight or flight mechanism would not release. The fight or flight mechanism that got locked because I went through a night of super high stress, and there was a fear component in there. The fear component is the kicker. And when all that comes together, it's the perfect formula. It's the perfect storm to lock that cogwheel of the fight or flight, and you get rocked. Hello, depersonalization. Hello, derealization. Welcome to my life. This is you. This is going to be here. I'm hanging on to you for the next over 3 years, so get ready. Wow, what a ride. Some people have had it longer than that consistently. I still dip in and out of it. I still dip my toe in the water of depersonalization, derealization, and dip out of it. The duration just doesn't last as long anymore because of what I've learned and processed from experiences in my own life. Not who said this or Johnny said that or Mary said this, what I've gone through. So, F. GLEDS, the Anxiety 6 rule. Hey, those of you that don't have anxiety, and those of you don't, which I don't know, everybody deals with it at different levels. So hopefully this will benefit you. Just like a diabetic who changes their diet and follows a low glycemic diabetic meal plan, the family members that don't have diabetes, but that maybe have other health issues like blood pressure, triglyceride, or cholesterol problems, follow the same program, well, that stuff starts to heal up also. The bottom line, the proper foundation helps everything get better. You have to put your body in an environment so it can fix itself. You have to put your body in a place where it can mend and repair itself neurologically from above, down, inside out. The nervous system needs to be working at its best. So you have to remove all the alcohol. You have to remove all the smoking. You have to remove all the marijuana and all of this other stuff in between. All the other hard drugs, of course, and all of this stuff. If you're on medications, you have to work with your medical doctor as you replace it with the healthier things and all the stuff I'm about to talk about. And as things start getting better, you can work with them and wean yourself down. That's how you handle that. I would never tell anybody to go off anything cold turkey or whatever. You always work with your doctor if you're dealing with meds and things like that. Always. So, that being said, F. GLED stands for F. Stands for food. Keep the food dialed in. You have to get the food cleaned up. You cannot eat processed foods, candy, junk, soda, ice cream, all of that stuff that goes along with it, fried foods and fast food all the time, and expect your body to heal. It's not going to happen. So get all that stuff out of the cupboards, start cleaning it up, lean proteins and vegetables, and reset your body. Okay? So F stands for food. The most powerful drug in the world begins with an F and ends with a D, food. And when I say food, you always add water in there too. That's automatic. They're together. Food and water. But the F in the acronym stands for food. Food and water. Water, 8 to 10 glasses a day at least. Okay, when you go to the bathroom, number one, you want to see clear, not yellow, amber, dark yellow color. If you're seeing the darker colors, your body's letting you know it's dehydrated. So drink more. Oh, yeah. All right, F stands for food and water. Okay, F, GLEDS. G, get out of your comfort zone. This one is a major game changer. I just plugged that in this year to my regimen. Meaning I realized by doing things that get out of my comfort zone, remember I'm going for my license to carry permit, and I'm got my first firearm. Never in my life have I owned anything like that, but I went through the proper channels, took some training from an ex-police officer who trains the academy, and went to the range and learned how to do it. I learned how to use it properly. Way out of my comfort zone. I'm still way out of my comfort zone with it, but at least I'm comfortable with using it as opposed to before. But initially, man, let me tell you, it really helped me rewire some thinking about new things. I took a YouTube class the other day and tried to learn some different things. What they were saying, up my learning, right? Level up your learning. Leveling up your learning, you're always getting out of your comfort zone because you're learning something new. So, F, GLEDS, right? F stands for food and water. G, get out of your comfort zone. Write a few things down today that's going to push you into something uncomfortable to help your body rewire. All right. F, GLEDS. So we got F and we got G. The next letter is L. Okay? L stands for live your life. Live your life like you normally would. As scary as it is, you don't want to leave the house. You don't feel like going anywhere. I've been there where I was terrified to leave the house. Walking and going to check the mail felt like a nightmare. Felt like I was going on this journey across the desert and I'm never going to make it back. It was terrifying. I would look through the peephole in the doorway and I would see hallucinations and stuff like that through that. It was crazy. So it was hard, super hard at times, but you push yourself through it and you get to the other side and you go and you realize that there was nothing there all along and you make it back. But getting out of your comfort zone is helping your body realize that it's okay, you're doing it, and you're not giving that condition, the anxiety, the depersonalization, derealization, too much energy. You can't go out, you can't go out. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. It starts to change things. It starts trying to unlock that locked up cogwheel, fight or flight, okay? So we got F was food and water. G was get out of your comfort zone. L, live your life, right? So the next one is E. E stands for exercise. Exercise, meaning at least go for walks every day, 30 minutes, 30 to 60 continuous, at least every day once. And that's Monday through Sunday. It's not a Monday through Friday thing. This is daily. Daily is exactly what that is. Just like we do DeanBodi Show, coming at you daily, exercise daily. And you're going to practice this whole thing on a daily because you got to build up momentum as your body continues to heal and function better. Okay, so exercise, at least walking. If you're good at the gym, you got some weights at home and you do some strength training, awesome. Just make sure if you need to clear something from your doctor, you communicate that the proper way so you're not doing anything to hurt yourself. If you need to find some kind of personal trainer, even in the world that we live in, they could come by with the mask on and whatever if they're doing it the right way and practicing what they're supposed to practice and show you some things. Or go on YouTube. There's videos all over the place. Do some kind of light, very low impact stuff, and you can go through a couple easy things, type it in and check it out. Baby steps, okay? So F, we got food. G, get out of your comfort zone. Well, remember, food is food and water. G, get out of your comfort zone. L, live your life. E is exercise. D is next. D stands for don't listen to negative people. Don't hang around negative people. You have to make a change in that in your life. I don't care if it's friends that you think they are. I don't care if it's family members who are getting, saying things that tap into things that family members can do. Don't hang around it. Don't listen to it. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your nervous system. This is about you. That's all. Set some boundaries. Communicate things the proper way. You don't have to be mean or anything. But if you need to communicate it, then do it. I'm trying to do this, Bill, Bobby, Mary, and all these other people, and I need some space. I need you to not say this or do that. I'm trying to grow and fix myself. And if they don't want to do it, then you don't talk to them at all. How's that sound? Oh, yeah. So, again, as a quick review, that was don't listen to negative people. So we got F, which is food and water. We got G, right? Get out of your comfort zone. We got L, live your life like you normally would. We got E for exercise. D, don't listen to negative people. S is the next one. That's F, GLEDS, right? That's the 6. S stands for supplementation. You have to give some things back. You have to get some whole food vitamin, chelated mineral, a whole food supplement, a good one, because your body knows what whole foods are. It doesn't know what fractions of things are, okay? So, it doesn't know what fractions of things are. Fractions cause more stress in your body than it already has already. So don't get these things over the counter, these one-a-day vitamins, these Centrum Silvers, these kinds of things. Your body's not absorbing it. When you get the whole food supplement, when you have one with chelated minerals, meaning the minerals are attached to an amino acid to help your body absorb it into the cell. Healthy cells, healthy you. That's how you do it. So keep it simple. You don't have to get too many things in the cupboard. You know, they're talking about the importance of zinc and vitamin D and vitamin C now because COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic. But if you got a good solid multi and you got the food dialed in, clean, like I just mentioned, then you got it covered, okay? You got it covered. So you want to take an extra thing here and there? That's perfectly fine. Just make sure you have a good quality one, okay? So that being said, listen, we just did it. The F-GLEDS. F as a review again. Well, the last one was supplements. All right. So it's F-GLEDS plus 2. And what I mean by plus 2 is, as a little extra thing that I threw in there, is before you go to bed at night and put your head on the pillow, read something positive. You know, as kind of a mantra. It's when you go to sleep with something positive in the brain, or read a couple pages of something motivating or positive, it's gonna, set the tone for what you dream about in sleep. I really believe that. And it works. If you watch a horror movie right before bed, I know I do. I go through some nightmares, man. And all of a sudden, Freddy Krueger is tracing me through my dreams, and I wake up with more anxiety. Hey, you can't do everything perfectly, but make that change because your body heals when it rests. If you have an opportunity to take a nap during the day and recharge, do it. Your body heals when it rests. It needs proper rest to heal. That's when it fixes and repairs itself. Don't underestimate that. You're not doing yourself any favors by walking around telling people, oh, I only need 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. Wrong. You need more. You need to catch up on rest. So if you're not catching up on it on one lump sum, or some people have insomnia, I go through it all the time. And I'll catch up on a power nap whenever I can. If you can do it, it could be a 20-minute close your eyes and put some headphones on or some soundscape music on the TV or whatever you're going to do, and do it. It's amazing. You know how you're going to add years to your life, okay? So that's what's going on there. Before you go to bed, read something positive. When you get up, read it again. And if you can read this little thing or put something on your sticky that works for you, do it 3 times a day, okay? And, and catch up on the rest because your body's going to heal when it rests. So let's do a quick review. How much fun is this? All right. How much fun are we having with this, man? And this is money. Big time. So here we go. F stands for food and water. G stands for get out of your comfort zone. L stands for live your life like you normally would. E stands for exercise. D stands for don't listen to negative people or don't hang around negative people. S stands for supplementation. Plus 2, right? Put your head on the pillow. When you get up in midday, you read something positive. And the second one is catch up on your rest. Whether it's power nap or whatever, try to get some quality rest. Change your time a little bit. Maybe go to bed a little bit earlier. Try to relax after a hot shower, and just let your body unwind. Get the noisy and stuff distractions out of your life. And chill out, man. And if you're sitting there staring at the ceiling, well, there's a time to read some positive pages, listen to a positive podcast, put the DeanBodi Show on, and we'll guide you through it, right? We'll guide you through it. We'll do this. You can do this episode here, and we'll talk about it as a reminder. Hey, you can play this as many times as you want, right? So, that being said, that's the F-GLEDS. That's the Anxiety 6 formula. Wow, I got a lot out of that. I already feel less anxious already going into this podcast today. I was like, can I even do it? And that's no joke. I'm being honest with you, and I'm letting you know how scared I was to do it today. But as I'm talking to you and doing the things I'm just practicing through that list, GLEDS, the Anxiety 6, I feel like I'm on top of it now. And the duration of these things, if I do get depersonalization, derealization, the duration doesn't last nearly as long. I used to go 14 days of it in and out of these things, and I'd be like, oh God, I hope this isn't one of those 3-year things again. Now, a day, 24 hour, 48 hour at the most, and we're back, okay? So I learned how to deal with it, and that's what you got to do. It's not going to be perfect, but you got to get it to where your body is healing and functioning better, your nervous system is functioning at its optimum, and everything starts to work better. That's why the duration's going to last less, okay? So, do it. Wow, awesome. So, listen. Let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi Show. What else? We had a couple other fun things I want to talk to you about today, and this might end up being my longest podcast yet, but I'm proud of it. Hey, we're having some fun today. Hey, DeanBodi, we're here to help you. We're going to be coming at you daily. We're not going to be doing the teasers anymore, but we're going to focus on these good quality shows here, and we're coming at you big time because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. So I had this fun thing happen today with the Fedex guy again, right? And also the larger coffee mugs. The kitchen rugs why are they coming separately? Oh, here we go. And things that make your life a little bit easier. This is a whole nother 2 shows. But, so I ordered a new laptop, a new MacBook Air. When I found this MacBook Air, I fell in love. When I used to travel with this big MacBook Pro and this old piece of Toomey luggage for a laptop, the old leather ones. If you've never used these before, man, these things were heavy. I'm telling you, I'd separate my shoulder walking across like a Chicago airport from one gate, 30-minute walk to the other. I had to stop and take a break. The thing was so heavy. I came across the MacBook Air, fell in love, and now I'm walking around. You can hold it up with one finger. You got a lighter briefcase. It was a game changer, man. So I've had this one since I think, 2015, something like that. So I'm going to leave this one here for the podcast, and I thought I'd get another one and give myself an early birthday present, my November. And this way I can carry it on the outside on the porch, and I can do my other job that I do, consulting and things like that, and whatever else on that one. It's new. It's going to be faster. It's going to be more dialed in. So each one will serve a different purpose, and I'm excited about that. So that's supposed to be coming. And what happened to me with the last FedEx guy is he knocked on the door so quietly, left me a sticker that I wasn't here and I was here. Then I had to fill it out. I had to get him to come back. Thank God he was here. But depending on the size of the purchase, you got to sign. Okay. Now, it turns out I see a FedEx truck driving around today as I'm walking Bodie. I'm waving this guy down. And I'm like, oh God, if that's the guy, I don't want to miss it, right? So, watch him knock while I'm doing this podcast. So, and if he does knock, I'm going to go answer it, and we're going to do it live, and we're just going to keep on rolling. So listen, he comes driving by, and I said, do you have a package for Polaris? He looked for, the apartments that I live in, and he goes, where? I'm like, yeah, the one next door. Oh, okay, where am I now? I'm like, well, you're at the other one. He goes, okay, this apartment number and that. And I said, I'm expecting a computer, and it wasn't a FedEx package. Amazon is going to be delivering this one. But I thought it was FedEx. It turns out, as he went in the back of the truck, he had another package for me anyway. He's like, you want me to give this one to you? I'm like, oh, this is funny. The other package isn't even FedEx. It's Amazon. But, you found the package for me anyway. That's how much stuff I've been ordering. It's been like crazy. So here I am ordering all this stuff. Now I'm getting aggravated at how many text reminders I'm getting and how many people are knocking on my door. It's like, oh, why don't you calm down, Mr. Stressed Out Pants? Listen, just be glad they're bringing it to your door at all. Imagine having to go to the stores right now, waiting in lines around the corner, and not have all this convenience we have in our lives now. Okay, so I'm calming down about it, and it's just a weird energy. So listen, He delivers the other package. I'm still waiting for the thing to arrive today. But that was kind of my funny FedEx story. It was FedEx, but it's not a FedEx thing. And Amazon's going to be coming, but he had a package on the FedEx truck for me anyway. And hey, it was funny. Bodhi got excited. Bodhi thought it was her UPS friend. I'm like, no, that's the FedEx guy. That's not the UPS guy, Bodhi. But Bodhi said, I'm going to talk to this guy anyway. And Bodhi was just doing her little howling and her screeching and her Sheba screech like she does and was interrupting me, and I couldn't get a word in. Bodhi was in charge. Bodhi was like, hey, listen, just bring the package to the house. Oh, yeah. So that's the FedEx story. I ordered some, hey, you know how little things can make your life a little bit easier, a little bit better? I'm finding this out as I'm tweaking this and that. I got these phone charging stations where it sits up and you can see it. It gets your Face ID, where I had it laying more flat last time. And this thing was a game changer. Now I decided that I have a wireless charger next to my bed that I use. And I love the fact that I can just set it on there and it charges it. I can lift it off. I don't have to pull and push a plug in, which is a pain in the you-know-what. You know, when you got one hand especially. So that thing is gold. So I said, let me see what's out there with the stand. Like, I like the stand, but do they have a wireless? Well, it turns out that they do. They got a wireless station. The phone stands up. My AirPods that have wireless charger capability can fit next to it. It's going to be fun. So that's coming. Wow. So little things that make your life a little easier and more fun and better, make those changes. It could be one little thing like that. That's a game changer. Like the My Pillows that I got. My sleeping is way better. Like the mattress topper. Inexpensive, game changer. I'm just like little things like this. All right, so think about stuff like that. That's going to help the anxiety also, okay? Big time. Little things add up to bigger things. You start to build up momentum on your path to healing and fixing yourself. Right on. So, I got these large coffee mugs. I just wanted to find some oversized coffee mugs because I always wanted to, like, when you make soup or you make like a stew or something like that that's warm and cozy, the cold months are coming up, right? Not so much for just the coffee. From time to time, I like to drink the light roast because it's highest in polyphenols. Oh, yeah. And you put the stew, and like today I had a little jambalaya. I put a little rice in the bottom of this big cup, put the jambalaya on top, and you can hold the handle, and it's all cozy feeling. And you put the fireplace 4K thing on the TV. You put the soundscape thing on, and you feel like you're in a wintry haberdashery like DeanBodi. This is the DeanBodi haberdashery. And you feel more cozy just by holding the big mug. It was so cool, the experience. Make your experiences. Set your environment. Make these little tweaks and changes. You're going to see what it does to your life. You're going to see that it's going to calm your nervous system down. And you're going to be kind of proud of yourself because you made your life a little bit easier. Put a little thought into it. So those are my stories. That's the Anxiety 6 formula. Put it into practice. Remember, we're coming at you daily, DeanBodi, with the full podcast show. And this is the last teaser episode of the day today, just because it's not flowing, it's not jiving, and I want to be congruent and consistent. So, hey, it's all good. We're coming at you daily anyway. She's the good girl, Bodhi. She's the best girl in the world, yeah. The good girl, Bodhi, yeah. The best girl in the world, oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, the Bodhi hotline, fun line. Call the Bodhi line. Say hi to Bodhi. Don't forget to ring the bell. If you like what's going on over here, hey, consider subscribing. The numbers are going up every day. We love you. We thank you so much for your support. And make a nice 5-star rating and review on the podcast, any platform that you like. And we're Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. We're on Amazon Music now. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Deezer. We're on Buzzsprout. We're on all kinds of other fun things. We're on all the platforms, okay? And, of course, Apple, Spotify are the most common, and Google, and Stitcher, and all that crazy stuff, man. It's amazing how much fun this is, and how many platforms there are, and how many apps there are for everything. But, you give us a thumbs up and a click the bell. I don't want you to miss any of these shows. These are real shows. And remember, as we always say, we're coming at you daily, DeanBodi Show, because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. So, make it a great day. Let's make this week the best week ever. Don't bathe in the COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic. Turn that frown upside down. Practice what we taught you today. We're coming at you tomorrow. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.